video of our Chongqi Tai Chi moving postures, meaning the postures within the form, we're pulling them out and we're doing them as line drills. You can say moving postures, right? Not unlike the footwear, or you can call it Tai Chi walking. And so I've made a few videos where we're doing singles, and then I made one over a combination of 3 moves. And so I'm going to kind of break it down a little more, and we're going to look at some single postures, and then we're going to put them together. So like I said, if you're doing, if you're training with me or my lineage, the people that do Chongqi Tai Chi, we have loosening exercises, or we can call them warm-ups. Loosening exercises. It's mainly more about my joints, making sure everything is relaxed. And then we have functional exercises. We may not do those in a class setting, but if it's a private, we teach you how to do those at home so we don't waste the class time practicing the exercises. Apparatus training, like some of these items over here, that can be interjected into your home practice, or even in class teaching, this is how this works, this is how we use it. But kind of the core of it, loosening exercises, Tai Chi walking or footwork, moving postures or line drills, and then from there, then we go into our forms. And if it was a class that's more based on application, then the people would get together and they're practicing the individual movements and how they work, the pushes, the pulls, the throws, the punches, the kicks, etc. And then there's application after that, right? More sensitivity training, attachment stuff, even younger people that are even doing, practicing being able to throw the other person down, or even sparring or kicking and punching and throwing the person down. So, but if you're younger and you're doing this, that's great. And if you're older and you're doing it, these things are more to strengthen your legs, your core, and your balance, and your spatial awareness, all of these attributes that we need to be able to go out and do our activities that we want to do in life. So, you can pull a component from the form. I like this, the way those 2 or 3 or 4 moves go together, and I'm going to practice that. Because I'm not really that good at it yet, but I want to clean it up, I want to make it look good. You can have that attitude about it, which is great. You can also just pick a couple of moves and see how well you can tie them together. Remember, a form is just a combination of individual postures. Somebody created it somewhere along the way, and there's probably modifications on it all over the place, and it's just a combination of movements put together. And it's not taking away from the forms, okay? Me saying it like that. But what I'm getting at is it's more important to practice the individual movements and to understand what they're doing and how to make them work with my body. So let's do this first one. Brush knee and play the keeper, right? So I'm just going to say I did my walking stuff, and now I'm going to practice a few single postures, right? And I'm doing this with kind of a medium to a small frame, and I'm doing somewhat a high base. My legs are really sore. I get about an additional 5 hours of practice on Saturday and Sunday, and this is Wednesday now, my legs are still a little sore. So I'm kind of up high. So there's my brush knee. I can do it fast, I can do it slow, I can do it wide, I can do it low. And then look, now, play the peacock. Now, you may be watching this, what's this guy doing? And I do such and such style, and we don't do it like that. That's perfectly fine. And there is many variations of all of these movements. If you're doing some other style and you don't like the aesthetics of the movements I'm doing, that's fine. But take the idea and use it, right? Combine the pieces together with the appearance, the shape, the aesthetics of what you do, right? So in play the pipa. And these two moves are really common, right? They're pretty popular throughout most of the forms. And then if I put them together, right? So brush knee, play pipa, right? Brush knee, play pipa. Well, I'm not going anywhere, right? So how am I going to fix that? Well, I'm going to go side to side. Brush knee, play pipa. Brush knee, play pipa, right? I step through, step through, step through, I step through, here, right? I do another one, I do another one. See? Just in your mind, right? Well, how can I connect these things together, right? So here's the pipa. Okay, I want to step through, do my brush knee, there it is. Do another pipa here. Okay, well, I'm going to step through, right? So I'll come through and I do another one. It will help you to understand how the movements connect together other than the routine that you're doing within the form, right? Or forms. Maybe where you train, you start out with small routines and they have these particular movements in them. And then as you move forward, you learn these other routines. That's great. It's wonderful if you're able to develop and to learn more. But break them apart and put them together in some other type of fashion and see if you can figure out how they can flow together. It'll help you to understand them better. So slant flying. Right? Okay, so again, say I did a half a dozen singles. And then now I'm going to take those single postures and I'm going to put them together, right? So I'm going to use the brush knee again and the slant fly. So I'm going to slant fly, brush knee, slant fly, brush knee, slant fly, brush knee, brush knee, slant fly, brush knee, slant fly, brush knee, slant fly, slant fly, brush knee. And I'm not trying to do these, I'd say that. I'm not trying to do them like I'm in a competition or something like that. I'm working the mechanics of the moves. I'm not wrapped up in, I didn't turn my finger, 2 more degrees this way, so it's off. Don't do that to yourself. You'll stress yourself out. Take all the fun out of practicing the Tai Chi. All right, look, he did that form 30 seconds too fast, and so now that's wrong. And that's a totally unnatural way to do it. Totally unnatural. Don't recommend that. Let's see. How about I didn't write anything down. This is all kind of other stuff. Let's look at one more. Okay. What's another move that's common I can integrate into this? How about snake creeps now, right? So again, if you watch any of my other stuff, we do snake creeps down different. We don't come this way. It's different. We come here from the waistline. So here, look, there's my slant fly. Brush knee, I play the pipa, right? We go back the other way. Right? Snake creeps down, diagonal fly, brush knee, play the pipa. It's not that hard to tie stuff together. There's nothing wrong with doing it that way. It's not going to take away from your forms, and if anything, it's going to help you to improve. It's that link between the two postures where one ends and the other one begins. And the more that we can smooth that out, the cleaner everything looks, no matter the speed you're doing it, or how wide the frame is, or how high you are, or what other attributes you're using. Force, force like that, like some do, or, the come through force. You can add all of those little attributes in when you practice the pieces, and get so much more out of it, and get such a better understanding of that posture. Now, that's not going to, we'll say, keep you from, you really need to work with a partner if you're wanting to develop the application, right? And then you need to work with a partner in a controlled environment to practice it, to grasp it, and then you need to work in, we'll say, a lot of people like to use the term pressure testing. To me, it's just, okay, we're looking at this movement and we're role-playing it out. Now, when you go to, say, spar, kickbox, boxing, grappling, wrestling, whatever it is that you feel is important for you to train, to develop the application of the movements, that's not really, it's not standardized. We want to control it, right? But we don't want to, we want it to be as random as we possibly can. So anyway, let's just do that one more time, right? So I've got my snake juice in the grass, and like I said, if you do X style, just do it with that flavor if you don't like the way that these look to you, right? So here, and then my slant fly, my brush knee, my play the pico, right? And then look, I can just do another one from here. Here, 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 a turn, and do another one here, here. So I hope that helps you to understand what I'm talking about. So there will be more of these videos where I'm talking about the individual posture, how we use it, or you'll see me doing videos with Jonathan, and we're practicing we're showing the role play of it, how this thing works, and how to do it against another person, right? And then you take it to the next level, and you do your sparring, or wrestling, or grappling, or whatever it may be. But if you take the single postures like this, you've got 3 or 6 or 12 that you like, and you practice them, and then just let your creativity and your imagination go, and see if you can put them together into some kind of a pattern. It's not going to detract from anything. Okay. Well, that's not, fighting, the people that want to say that stuff. Or, well, that's going to affect your chi because you're putting these things together in this pattern, and now that's going to affect the flow of your chi energy. Either group of that, those are like the extremists with politics, right? They can't see it but this one way. Please, keep yourself an open mind and practice and enjoy and have fun doing Tai Chi. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. Thank you.